Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. This is important. This idea has come from a viewer and I've mulled it around and thought about it, and it's not a daft idea, but I think it would only be fair to put the idea out to you good people to get a consensus of opinion. No comment is not an opinion, yeah? So it came to pass some time ago that doing a video about about the garden, or doing a video about my bonsai, was frowned upon by the orchid purists. I come here for the orchids, not for bonsai. I'm not interested in your garden, I'm only interested in the orchids. On reflection, this was a minority, quite a small minority. So I separated the channels, and we had a gardening channel and a bonsai channel. I was trying to run 3 channels for a while, and neither of the other 2 were doing very well, so I was putting effort in for, very little return. I then merged those 2 channels together to make things easier, and that's as we stand now. The number of videos on that other channel is very thin. You're lucky to get 1 a week. Sometimes 1 a fortnight is about all that happens. The 2 subjects don't warrant frequent videos. That's important. That goes with the next thing I'm going to say. The suggestion is, why don't you merge the channels back into one and maintain 1 channel and leave the other channel as a record of all the work you did on the garden that people can find as and when they choose to, and I can keep my eye on it, but the channels come back together in a single channel. How would that work? Well, first of all, I've just said there's only 1 video a week or 1 a fortnight to accommodate. What's this? This is Monday. This is my day off. I don't film on the Orchid Channel on Monday. I do, however, film on the other channel sometimes. So why don't we sort of think along the lines that Monday we will dedicate to the gardening and bonsai videos. Not necessarily only on Monday, but primarily a Monday would be reserved for those type of videos. So again, people who are not interested don't need to bother coming round on Monday, because there won't be anything of interest to them. However, it would mean on the same channel I do have a video on virtually every day. Videos every day means more views on the single channel, yeah? And I believe confidently that if those videos were on this channel, they would get a lot more views. Sometimes it can be a bother to go and look at another channel, yeah? So this is the thought. It's not happened, it may never happen, but like all things on this channel, I don't just go ahead and do things and change things. I always say what's proposed and give people to voice their opinion. I also say I may take no flipping notice of you, because I'm going to do it anyway. But that's not the case this time. I will appreciate your comments. If you don't comment, you don't get a say. And whichever way I go, that's how it'll be. And if that's not what you wanted, well, you should have said. Leave a comment, please. How do you feel about the 2 channels merging back together, and the odd gardening and or bonsai video would mainly be on the Monday when you don't get an orchid video? So you're not losing an orchid video. You're still getting the same amount of orchid videos. Nothing changes. Yeah? And I'll try and maintain that Monday for a gardening or a bonsai video. That doesn't mean there'll be a video every Monday. Like I said, sometimes I don't do a video on the other channel for a couple of weeks, but they will primarily go in that Monday slot. So So I'm doing this video on a Monday. Now, is it an orchid video or is it a gardening and bonsai video? But I am going to, actually I'm not going to post it today, I'm going to leave it till tomorrow. So this will be Tuesday's video, and it's a decision making process. I wouldn't do this without chatting it over with Hannah. I'm not going to see her for a couple of weeks, but I can always give her a ring. And so it's not something that's just going to happen overnight, but I would like to give everybody an opportunity to say what they think. So the orchid videos, Tuesday to Sunday, using up most of those days. Monday reserved for the gardening and or bonsai videos. Yeah? And all on one channel, all in one place. That might mean, in fact it probably will, that the channel name will have to change again, because it used to be just Roger's Orchids, I believe. Yeah, and the other channel was Roger's Garden and Roger's Bonsai, and that became Roger's Garden and Bonsai. Somehow or other we've got to think of a name that incorporates all three subjects. We could just say Roger's Orchids and more, you know, let people find out what the more bit is. There's another thing for you. How about a title that encompasses those three subjects and isn't that long? You can't have a huge long title for a channel, they don't work very well. And if you encompass the three words orchid, garden and bonsai, you're automatically going to get quite a long channel, aren't you? Channel name, sorry. Anyway, have a think about that as well. These things are all open to comments, suggestions, opinions, views, whatever you want to call it. So there you go, I'll leave it with you. What do you think? Merge the two channels back together under those proposals. I'll leave it with you. See you next time.